Hi guys, welcome to my channel all about YouTubers 13. I'm here to delve deep to your favourite YouTubers, earnings, anything about their YouTube channel. Normally I show all the data, all the stats, and I've done this with Armchair Detective aka Alan Vinicombe, and I've been made aware of a few more things, so we're just going to be looking a bit more into Alan Vinicombe, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Is it here? Yeah, Vinicombe, it's here, it says it here, so there you go. Alan Vinicombe, Armchair Detective. This is his Patreon level, and his Patreon, and you know, there's 9 tiers in this, and as you'll see in a minute, the first 3 are sold out, and they're just the beginning ones, but I didn't even know that they could go up in this size and how much to do. But I've been told that it's got over 1,000 Patreons. 1,000. Now let's have a look at these. To select membership, these first 3, £1 a month, £2 a month, and £4 a month are sold out. As you can see here. And what did they get you? Social media is a double-edged sword. Disruption and hate is part of it. Register yourself in solidarity of free speech. I think, you know, he's took that to a different level, to more like hate speech, if you ask me. For £2 a month, this tier gets you a membership, a mention as a Patreon. Wow, he mentioned you on AD's antidote to MSN Spin. So, you know, MSN Spin, okay, going back in time here. And the Crusade for Justice for Innocence, you're part of it now, a Patreon. So, could you up for $4 if you can, no worries. If you can't, stretch, you're always welcome. So about what? So basically, if you're being part of his £2 Patreon, he's asking you there to up it to 4 straight away. What do you get as for £4 a month of off Alan Vinicombe? I keep saying bloody name wrong. As a Patreon, take $1 from every Patreon as Patreon takes $1. He's right, you know, his grammar is a bit not fully there, to be honest with you. I thought, you know, he'd be a bit more up to date on his. Anyway, we'll just carry on. As Patreon, take $1 from every Patreon as an handling fee, which is fine. It ruins the $2 tier, lol. So $5 is a help. That's about £3.75. The channel's getting there. This is Winston, my dog, tier. Thank you from me and the boy. So this is a tier for his dog. You're not actually getting anything. You know, all you're getting here is just a shout out, and he's promoting the next one, and in an ungrammatical, you know, fashion. He's not explaining it right, and also, let's just carry on. Anyway, £8 a month. What do you get for that? Or you say £5, 5% if you pay annually. This tier really helps towards the goal of better product, camera, mixer, laptop, and buys the AD more time to spend on researching cases and making you the lifeblood supporter of the channel. Now, obviously, in order to do this in the first place, he has got adequate camera, mixer, laptop, and by now he fully has got all that. So, but okay, let's just carry on. Now, £11.50 a month. Wow, and he's got thousands of people doing this. This is crazy. Right, what do you get for this? Just so we can gauge. If Winston's more popular than AD on Facebook, he gets more likes. What? Hang on a minute. So you're going from £8 to £11.50. It's not saying anything more. It's just like giving a status, like a post. If Winston's more popular than AD on Facebook, he gets more likes. What does that mean? What are you offering? Nothing. This is crazy. Wow. £15.50 per month. You save your 5% if you pay annually. If you consider you are happy to upgrade and support the AD's important work, perhaps $20 is the ideal amount. Wow. So from £8 to £15 is now asking you to go up to $20 a month. He isn't offering anything more. There's nothing offering here on a tier. All he's put is in the middle a status saying his dog might get more likes on Facebook. What do you mean? What am I paying for? Because you're just showing me. I don't need to pay. You're just showing me this status already. So why should I? This is crazy. Seeing anything like this on tiers, for instance, and up in the price, and to this amount. Wow. This is the highest I've seen. I know what to say and when to say it. Question 2, question, oh yeah, so for £23 a month, finally he's offering something more. Questions to Armchair Detective. Well, you get that anyway on his live. I don't get what he's saying. $23 a month, this tier gets you the full attention of AD. He receives over 5,000 messages a week. Impossible for him to replay. Impossible for him to replay. I mean, look at this grammar. This is terrible. It's possible for him to replay. You know what I mean? It's making it hard for me to read it out, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty good at maths and English, to be honest with you. You know, my Brummie accent might not show that. But this just makes it harder. And if you're paying, if he's trying to show £23 a month, this should be professional. You know what I mean? It don't even look like he's used Grammarly, which is a free extension, which when you write on anything on your computer, if you spell something wrong and it's got to the point where now if you're putting sentences together and it does not make sense to give you a conceptual understanding at the end of it, it points it out with a red line before. He ain't even done this. This is terrible. And he's got a lot of people helping him. They could have helped him do this, to be honest with you, but one of them. So he gets 5,000 messages a week, and it's in fact possible for him to reply. Those put replay. This tier will make that happen for you. He will reply to you. He will reply to your probing questions ASAP. He hasn't offered up yet. He hasn't offered anything really, has he? I mean, you can do all this on a live, and for instance, you can use things for if you really wanted him to answer, just spend like, you know, a dollar, 50 cents, 50 pence, whatever, and it's called like a super chat where your question comes up in a different colour and he sees it and he knows you've paid for it and he'll answer it. I mean, he ain't offering nothing here, and here we go, £38.50 a month. Bear in mind he's got thousands of these. Wow. Board member, £38.50 a month, or 5% if you pay annually. AD supporters that want to go the extra mile join the exclusive boardroom team. You are keeping the channel on course in the face of organised stalkers. Organised stalkers. Organised, does it mean organised or organised stalkers? So basically, I don't get this. They're in a word called organised. So that's supposed to say organised stalkers. This is better. You know, for the money you are paying, you shouldn't have grammar. And these, you know, in the face of stalkers, they aren't stalkers really, from what I've found. Like, they're just people who are pointing out things. What I'm pointing out to you now, you know, yeah, you know, everybody has probably got a bit to hide in the personal life, but you need to show that. Do you know what I'm saying? He ends, and where he's going is like he's on levels that it's just beyond the usual, and it's just oh my gosh. So you think, what are you getting for this? Nothing again. Nothing. You're saying you're a board member. You're just giving a name, board member. The third. So for an extra £15.50 a month, You're just given the name board member. There's nothing else. Go the extra mile, join the exclusive boardroom team, keep the channel on course for Orient stalkers. He's offering nothing. No. Oh my gosh, let's move on. Armchair detective in a circle. £77 per month. Now in dollars, I worked that out. If I don't, it's one of them. Hang on. Let me get my phone and let me just see. What is £77 in dollars a month? Is it going to talk?
It's $106.41.
Wow! Wow! So for $106.41, this is wow! You become an armchair, the inner circle, which is basically a board member, which is basically just someone who can just ask a question, which is basically nothing. You know, am I going over the top here? I don't know, you tell me. Anyway, £77 a month, which is, let me have a look, what was it? $106.41. Wow, I've had two people donate to me. First one was unexpected, $5, and I think the one's done it twice. So I sent her an email, but she hasn't got back to me. And I'm blew away by that. I am, and that's, you know, that I'm saving that to get a better laptop than this here with my buttons misses. I'll take a picture of it sometime. But this is just, wow, this is crazy money, crazy. Right, on the last day of every month, a private meeting where AD reports on the last month's roller coaster. The last month's roller coaster. Shouldn't it be like the last month roller coaster of a ride? It's writing is terrible. And if he's been in like companies, it should be better than this, to be honest with you. Outplan the next month's investigations. AD needs a sounding board outside his bubble. What are the public thinking of us? Wow, what are the public thinking of us? Wow, just that little statement alone. What are the public thinking of us? No, not us, of you. And why would you even write them words? What are the public thinking of us? That just shows that there's something to look back on. This is crazy. Right, your chance to be involved in the future. The meeting will be totally private. Your chance to talk to AD, Joe and Bubbles about any issues. You have pick up in Patreon. Help us grow. What the? Hang on, can you see the grammar right? You have pick up in Patreon. Help us grow. Not you have picked up or in help us grow. This is crazy, right? And it says talk to AD, Joe and Bubbles. Now apparently RIP, there was somebody else who was one of his moderators and she died. You know, one of them. Big up there. Well, RIP. But his grammatical errors are just atrocious here. Atrocious, and you're not getting anything for anything. You know, what you're getting for the £77, $106, you're getting for the $11.50, which you're getting for the one, which you're getting for free anyway. No, scratch that. If you send, you know, equivalent of, depending on what site he's using, a super chat, a coloured message to be seen you've paid any kind of denomination, and he'll answer it. These tier lists, you know, these tier levels with him are a joke. I've never seen anything like it. There isn't no differentiation between them whatsoever at all. It's offering nothing. You know, the closest in one is a statement. Oh, it's just crazy. And we've looked into him and his history and his work, and it's not good. It's not good at all. And I understand why he's got a team now. You know, well, he's got a team helping him, but he's got a team pointing out all this, and I'm just like pointing a bit out what's been brought to me. I'm going to keep this one short, that's it. It's not professionally done, but it's just something, if people don't know, some of the things what need to be pointing out, because this is ridiculous. Anyway, that's it for now. You all take care. Catch you on the rebound. Bye. Dum, 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 dum. Hi guys, the intention of this video was to put a few things into perspective regarding, you know, Armchair, Detective, green, blue, orange, well, you know, the rainbow, whatever he wants to use. No doubt he'll be making more in the future. But a few things have come to my attention, so this is what I just want to bring. I want to look at his character, because a few things, people have mentioned a few things about him. So what I was going to do is I was going to look at his Patreon and some of his offences, what he's been caught doing in the past, even from 2020, and he's for the next 6 years not allowed to do a few things, some serious matters. But I'm going to have to cut it into two parts because it went on a bit too long. So this is part A. So having said all that, yeah, let's just get on with it. Today I'm carrying on with the old Armchair Detective Red, Armchair Detective Blue, Armchair Detective Green, Armchair Detective Secret Channel, Armchair Detective Let's Hide, my memberships, my Patreons, and I've heard of the more I look into this guy, it's baffling me. It is baffling me. And then to top it off, you know, I'll tell you straight, just so you know, yeah. When I was younger, I'm not too old now, but I had a mortgage, and I lied on the mortgage papers, to get the mortgage. So I got done by fraud by deception, and I'm not proud of that. I can admit that, yeah. So I got something pointed out to me, which it kind of takes me back, right? It's like something I'm kind of got a bit of familiarity with, and basically, Mr. Armchair Detective, he was a restaurateur, however, in Western Supermare, and as you can see here, he's been banned from managing companies, restaurants from Western Supermare for 6 years. It was disqualification after failing to maintain the company's books and records. Now I've looked further into this, and we will know. And he is a bit of a clever dude, to be honest with you, because he could have got done, in my opinion, for an whole lot more, and he could have even gone to prison. But, you know, with paperwork, when people come after you to look at paperwork, they're at a disadvantage. You know, if the paperwork's not there, they're at a disadvantage. And what they've done is, as far as I can work out here, is the paperwork, he kind of hid it, but they were very aware of it, so they've sanctioned him anyway. I mean, let's take a quick look at this. Right, Pop-Up Kitchen Limited was incorporated on June the 15th by Alan Vinicombe, 65, was appointed director at the time. The company traded as a consultancy for catering industry before taking over the license and management of the kitchen at the Blue Ball in Exeter. So is Exeter in Western Supermare? I'm not too sure about that. I don't know, you'd have to let me know. Right, by October 2018, however, Pop-Up Kitchen entered into insolvency proceedings, which brought the company and the conduct of Alan Viticombe to the attention of the Insolvency Service. Okay. According to Alan Viticombe, he suspended his directorship of Pop-Up Kitchen in March the 16th due to personal reasons, and a third party took over the management of the company. However, this was not recorded at the company's house, and investigators were unable to verify Alan Viticombe's story of what happened, as the company records were not properly preserved. You know, so that there just shows you not a conspiracy. Like, he knew this could have happened, he knew this would have happened, and he planned for it, and sadly it's not like with paperwork, for instance. You can hide paperwork. Technology company, if you put it on a computer and they got over the hard drive, don't get me wrong, these people have got the power to look into everything. I know that personally, and I know that harshly. So he played it good, and he played it more, in my opinion, more writing on paper rather than computer. Or there was on computer, but they didn't get to it. I don't know, let's just keep reading. And this is all my opinion, you know. I know what to say and how to say it. So, you know, my opinion, you know, he can't say anything against me. This is public record, yeah. So one of them, just showing you, I'm just telling you. The lack of company records also meant investigators were unable to clarify the company's trading activities, what was the cause of the company's insolvency, Pop-Up Kitchen's income and expenditure, and what was tax, the company said. So let's just bring this further down. On the 3rd of June 2020, the Secretary of State accepted the disqualification undertakings from Alan Vinicombe. Is it Vinicombe? Yeah, Vinicombe. After he did not dispute that he had caused Pop-Up Kitchens to fail to preserve the adequate accounting records. So basically, it is what it is, what it's saying. He admitted to not leaving, how can I say it? Yeah, he admitted to not leaving, like, you know, the breadcrumbs, what he can be caught up on. He deliberately took actions to hide certain things and not do certain things. So if they're not there, they can't be seen. Like I said, technology, if it was on a computer and they got the hard drive, he would have been screwed. But it's kind of like this, yeah. You take something out. You was in the shop. You're the only person in the shop. You take it out of the shop, and now it's not there, and you're the only one who's been in the shop. Obviously, it's you, but the camera's not working. But at the same time, the only other person who was there was the person who works behind the counter, and he's just a regular. You know, it's not his shop. He's just a manager. So. You could say, oh, well, it weren't just me, it was just him. It could have been him, the camera's not there, blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of like that, in a different sense. He's used his head here. Anyway, let's carry on. The ban is effective from the 24th of June 2020. So this is recent times. So he's jumped all on this bandwagon, the Alan Watts, and he's portraying that he's got evidence. He's portraying that, you know, he's got crumbs of codes from Chris Watts. So let's just take him at heart and his word. What's his word worth? Well, it says here, the ban is effective from the 24th of 2020. So all this is why he's been dealing with that Chris Watts. So his word don't mean nothing. He's took illegal steps. He's been penalised because of that. So he's not like a stand-up citizen. So just, you know, bear that in mind. After which, so the ban is effective from the 24th of June 2020, after which the restaurateur is banned for 6 years from acting as a director or directly or indirectly becoming involved without the permission of the court in the promotion, formation or management of a company. Now, I'm just going to read this back to you guys, and there's going to be a reason for this. But you can, let me just go, right. The ban is effective from the 24th of June 2020, after which the restaurateur is banned for 6 years from acting as a director or directly or indirectly becoming involved without the permission in the promotion, formation or management of a company. Right, I know people who use Twitch and YouTube and stuff like that. They are the manager, and when they have people for tax reasons, yeah, when you get an income, obviously for tax you pay different incomes, and you have to be, and it's classed from people who I know in the past. They're the manager of their business, and their business is YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and followers, and income, and adverts, and AdSense, and you know, donations, catch-up, Patreon, membership, all that. Do you know what I mean? Patreon, all that. That's you. As far as I know, I'm not going to say this for sure, but you know, there's a lot of people out there who can look into this more. I'm just pointing this out. But acting as a director, directly or indirectly becoming involved without the permission of the court in the promotion, formation or management of a company. Now, I'm not 100% sure, yeah, but I just know what he does and how he makes his money. There's other people who declare themselves as a company and they're the manager. One of them, do you know what I mean? So I'm not saying, well, I'm just saying that, I don't know why I'm saying it. I'm just giving you can all look yourself that what is he declaring as himself as? Is he the director, directly, indirectly becoming involved without the permission of the court in promotion, formation of a management company, which is not allowed? You know, if he's not on the dole, he's got to be paying tax somewhere. This should be looked into. I'm not, you know, I know there's a lot of other people who don't like what he does and the way he's doing this with the Chris Watts, and I've shown that without Chris Ross's channels and nothing, he can't get anything compared to when he's using Chris Watts. So if you all want to look at that, you can. I'm just pointing it out. So anyway, carry on. Rob Clark, chief investigator of the insolvency services, said preserving and maintaining company records is a basic requirement for all directors. The total lack of records in this case has been made possible for us to determine whether there was other more serious misconduct at the company, and that is reflected in Alan Whittaker's lengthy period of disqualification. There are quotation marks, as you can see. Come on, quotation marks here. You know what? It's not letting me click on it at the beginning there and at the end. This is Rob Clark, the chief investigator of the Insolvency Service, saying this, that the total lack of records in this case has made it impossible for us to determine whether there was other more serious misconduct at the company, and that is reflected on Alan Whittaker's lengthy period of disqualification. So that's it. He blatantly hid. He could have got done in an old big way, and he could have got sent to prison. Obviously, he could have, but he made it sure that there weren't enough evidence there to put him away or to get him charged with such and such things. But just the fact of him doing that made Rob Clark, the Chief Director of the Insolvency Service, say preserving and maintaining the records of the base is a basic requirement for all directors. You have to do it, you have to preserve and you have to maintain. Otherwise, you know what I mean, it's kind of fraud by deception. Do you get what I'm saying? And the total lack of records in this case has made it impossible for us to determine whether there was other more serious misconduct at the company, and that is reflected on Alan Whittaker's lengthy period of disqualification. And Alan Whittaker, Mr. Armchair Detective, you know, he accepted this because he'd rather take the lesser serious punishment out of the two, and the second one being them finding out what he did actually hide. So the reason I'm saying this is because, you know, he's pulling on heartstrings, and he has got, you know, previous of fraud and deception and hiding things and saying things and doing things. So for him to say he's in contact with Chris Watts and he's got this proof and this code, it's diabolical. And the more I'm reading about it, and the more he's peeing me off. I choose not to swear, and like I said at the beginning, when I was younger and I had a couple of mortgages, you know, what made it all bad for me? I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have lied on a mortgage application anyway. I shouldn't have. Do you know what I mean? But it was just when the credit crunch hit, and putting them together, I couldn't afford to pay the interest rates at 6.79. It was just sky high. The mortgage was like 700 and something pound a month. I could only receive 500. It weren't doable. And I paid a price for that. Do you know what I mean? And it was a lot worse a price than what he's paid here, let me tell you that. So I just want to point out that this Mr. Alan Whittaker, Armchair Detective, unless he's showing you 100% proof, not codes, that he is in contact with Chris Watts, his word don't mean nothing. Nothing. His past history says this. You know, chief investigators of insolvency company, the services, and these are real people who have power. Do you know what I mean? We're talking the government, and, you know, stating that the total lack of records has made it impossible for us to determine whether there's more serious misconduct at the company, that is reflected in Alan Whittaker's Armchair Detective, and the period of disqualification for 6 years. So just bear this in mind when you're giving this Mr. Alan Whittaker money on proof what isn't proof, it's just codes. He's lied in the past, he's been charged in the past, he can't own a company. Just what, you know, he may be doing this now, he may have a company because he must be paying taxes, and to pay taxes You have to declare that it's your company, so is he not paying taxes? I don't know, I'm not looking into all that. You other guys who brought all this to me. But, you know, this is just worth me, something me just bringing up. So there you go. I'm going to have a look at more things, and whether I put it in on this video I do, we'll see. Right, my intention for this video, I was going to start looking into him a bit more and break it down, but I've just realised how long this video has gone on, and I've also recorded already, which I was going to add on to this now, about his Patreon, and just go into a few things, and a few things what are just like comical and a bit pathetic, really, you know, for a grown man. The way you just have to see it for me to do it. But that's like 17 minutes long. Well, I'll cut it down a bit, I think probably about 15 minutes long, so I don't want to add it onto this and it's going to be however long, you know, 40 minutes. That's a bit too long of a video. I've never done a video that long, I don't think. So what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to cut this short. Now we've gone into this just looking at his character and you know, because that says a lot about, you know, because people are talking, oh, is he scamming this, is he scamming that, and he's lying this, and you have to go by his past character and that. Well, it gives you a good inkling, you know what I mean? So this is a start, but there's another part coming. So having said that, I'm just going to leave this for now. I'll release this again like normal at 8:30 in the morning. So having said all that for now, you all take care. Catch you on the rebound. Bye. Dum 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 dum. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, all about YouTubers 13. I'm here to break down your favourite YouTubers' earnings. Normally what I do is I go into, as I just said, your favourite YouTubers, YouTube, their pages, their channel, showing all the data, daily earnings, weekly, monthly, you name it, on graphs, on charts. I show it. I'm a new channel, you know, I'm evolving, and I also do different stories on different YouTubers. One of the ones who I've been doing a little mini series on is Armchair Detective. As I say, it was new to me, so kind of it's a new eye and from my perspective, and I've delved into a few things and I've shown how he contradicts himself a bit. Now this is like the early days again, and it just so happens that I've watched one of his early days where he was getting the attention and people were joining Patreon, all that, and it was a scoop and it was alive and it went on for 2 hours. Now, did that scoop happen? Did he reveal anything? You'll have to see. And also I point out his contradictions, because as we know, he can say one thing in the same sentence. It starts off one way and he'll end up contradicting himself, the opposite. And it just so happens now, in this 2 hour live, you know, I haven't gone to his page, I've gone off somebody who went to there and done this, that, the other. So it, you know, and it just so happens that he's contradicting himself a few times again. I'm listening out for these, I am, and I've got an ear for them, so you can't get past me in certain regards. And certain people have asked me to delve into a few things about him. I stick to a rule: if it ain't coming from his mouth himself, and I can't see it, hear it as what, you know, I won't show it. I've got I don't know, a certain standard, even though, you know, yeah, I'm trying to get a new computer, I've said that, but you know, I'm not gonna go past the line that I'm not happy with. I'm saying things and showing things out 100% in my eyes anyway, I can quite confidently say, because they're coming from him and the contradictions. But having said all that, a couple of people did donate towards my computer, but they didn't want to be mentioned. So thank you to them. You know, it's all about being confidential. Well, letting people be confidential. But I just wanted to, you know, thanks to them. And someone else did help, and she didn't say not to put my name, so it's on the screen. Thank you to you. Anyone else can help. PayPal down below in the description. And when you do send like a, you know, a donation, you can put a little statement. Normally people say, thanks, continue doing this, or maybe can you do this, but don't put my name. So you say it, and 100% if you want to be confidential, I'll be confidential for you. Having said all that, let's delve into it.
Got a picture of NK's. Oh yeah. Really? Is that how I've got? It's interesting. Oh, my lord. Wow. Just seen AD shocked live. Ginger Ninja. Oh my god. I'll send it to you. 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 This is amazing. Ginger Ninja, prepare to be shocked. Ginger, I'm sending you something that's going to change the world. It's going to change the world. It's going to change the world. It's going to change the world. Wow. 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 I've just got some information that I might share tonight if I'm allowed to. Look at the legit side of it. That changes the case. That changes the case. That changes the case. That's what happens when you have a detective agency that includes everybody in the world. I've got a scoop, another scoop. Don't know what to say.
Well, you've heard this, he's got a scoop. Wonder what this is. He's on a big live, so, you know, let's see.
Ninja, I've got information that could change the case instantly this minute. It would, like, if I put it on now, it'd get 100,000 views to 100,000 views to 100,000 views to me. I know you heard me, but can you look at the email I just sent you? I've sent you some evidence. It's unbelievable. I mean, like, out of this stratosphere evidence. I'm sorry about the suspense on the scoop. I've got to check out if it's allowed. Oh, Ginger Ninja's got it. Ninja's got it. Ninja's got it. Ninja's got it. It's, oh my god, Ginger Ninja's gone. Oh my god, I've just solved something unbelievable.
Right, you heard that, guys. She's got it. Ginger's got it, and her reaction to it is, oh my god. Remember that.
It's, oh my god, Ginger Ninja's gone. Oh my god, I've just solved something unbelievable. Oh my god, is it an understatement, right, Ginger? It's the best. It changes, absolutely changes the case. Somebody will be, I can't swear. This will make me famous. This, what I've got there, they cannot play this down. Oh my lord. Can't tell you, I'm afraid, because I can't put it on until Ginger texts out that I want to know, legally Ginger, if I can do this. Because it's very important I'm not taken down, because they'll be gone. We need a lawyer as well, Ginger. If we can get a lawyer on site, that'd be great. Any lawyers about? Any lawyer? We've got a lawyer there. If there's a lawyer comes up now, Ginger, contact us straight away. I think we've got a lawyer here. And can you have your email, please? Ginger Ninja is going to get in contact with you about a story we want to break tonight. We want to know if it's legit or whether we can do it. Kelly Nunn is a lawyer, okay. Or both! A psychologist and a lawyer, what a combination! Wow.
No, come on guys, is this me? I mean, he's come on a random live and he's asked that, is there a lawyer there? And it just so happens a lawyer has turned up, and it's someone who specialises in the field which he's talking about. Just like last time, he came on a random live, because this is the beginning, I'm showing you the beginning, the other one which I showed the first video, he came on a random live, 700 people, you know, most was from England, and he said, I've got something here, but I want to prove it now before I go on my live later so you can all back me up. So, you know, 700 people. Has anyone ever been in the Dodge prison or anything? One person had been there and visited someone, and then you had someone who had been in there for 10 years. He'd come on a random live. 2 people had been in the prison. You know, it's just a bit unbelievable to me. So, it's happened again. Now, I'm saying this because just watch what's coming.
So, Kelly Nunn, you are the official lawyer now of the Armchair Detective Arm. It's in my Dr. Watson's hands. It's in my local specialist from America, Ginger Ninja. We have to make a decision on this. I can't. If she says do it, I'll do it. She says don't do it, I won't do it. If I can show it, they've got to put it on mainstream media. 100%. They have to. You'll make them. That's how good it is. I'm from the world. That's why I've got a world army. It's, oh my god, Ginger Ninja's gone. Oh my god. Down to Ginger Ninja, giving me the go ahead. I don't know where she's gone. She's like leaving me honest. I look at it when I get home. Oh yeah, thanks. It's oh my god, Ginger Winter's gone. Oh my god. It's oh my god, Ginger Winter's gone. Oh my god. I've got the biggest scoop I've ever had in my life, and you're going. I look at it later. It's oh my god, Ginger Winter's gone. Oh my god. It's oh my god, Ginger Winter's gone. Oh my god.
Wow. So now, in the same conversation, he said 1 minute ago, well, he spreaded it out over hours, keeping people waiting, but he said, near enough at the beginnings, that Ginger has seen it. Wow, oh my god, and he's like, this is going to blow everything, the world, I'll be famous, this, that, the other. Then, suspense, it keeps bear in mind this at the beginning videos of him. So all at the beginning there, yeah, just pure contradictions. Then, after he's kept on waiting another hour or something, he's gone, oh, she hasn't read it. What did he say? She hasn't read it. The biggest thing, she ain't got time, she'll read it when we get home. She just said that, oh my god, make up your mind. This is what I mean with him. It's pure contradictions all the way. The more I look into him, it's more. And there's more.
It's oh my god, Ginger Winter's gone. Oh my god. I've just solved something unbelievable. Down to Ginger Ninja giving me the go ahead. I don't know where she's gone. She's like leaving me honest. I look at it when I get home. Oh yeah, thanks. I've got the biggest scoop I've ever had in my life, and you're going. I look at it later. It's oh my god, Ginger Winter's gone. Oh my god. I've just solved something unbelievable.
Listen, I never drink.
Oh, I need a drink. I'm gonna have a pint of champagne if this works.
All the trolls, I'm going to drink tonight. I got my Red Bull. And I got my Bombay Sapphire Gin. I don't drink very often, but I drink the whole damn bottle.
I've just seen the photo. Whether I can show it or not doesn't matter. I'm even more driven now. Absolutely more driven.
Well, there you have it. Now he's convinced himself that, you know, from now on, that's it. Anything and everything he does with the case, what he calls the case, is real. Because, as I've just shown, you know, once again he showed proof to someone, a third party who you can't see. You can't see the source and you can't see the material, so it's just him. And he contradicted himself. 1 minute he said, yeah, she's seen it, oh my god, and then he said, no, she's saying she can't see it, she'd have to see it later. It's like, WTF, what the, nah, can't believe it. So, this is the beginning, there's more to come. I did want to show more, but I hate this, my laptop is really bad. It's like, it's slowed down 3 times and it's doing me head in. When I play now, it's like, it's just horrible. I'm trying to get a new laptop. If you can help me, down below. Everyone who has helped me and it's to do with Armchair Detective, then I'll make another one about it. And someone helped me to do with the, you know, the top YouTubers, so I'm making another one about that, because I like to, like, you know, people who support me, I like to give back, one of them. So if you can help in the PayPal, I appreciate you watching. And all the people who's put me on to Armchair Detective, thank you. You know, I can't show everything. What I do show, it's like, I want it in his words, not like I don't want to do an Armchair Detective, a third party, do you get what I mean? I want to show, and that's what it is. I've got standards. Even those people have said, if you show this, I'll give you this. I have to, you know, I've got my standards, and I'm not lowering it to Armchair Detectives with my opinion about him, kind of thing. So there you go. So pick any other thing about him and I'll look into it. Having said all that, thank you for watching. If you can point me in more directions, I've had an email of somebody who has, and thank you for that. And I'm not going to go into full detail, but it is from like people who know about this and are connected to this. One of them, do you know what I mean? Respect. Anyway, that's it for today. That's it for today. You all take care. Catch you on the rebound. Bye. Dum 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 dum. Here's my cat. Do you want to go meow? Meow. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, those coming back and those new. today I'm just going to get straight into it. First of all, I just want to say a big thank you to Angela Cook and Tracy Harper and everybody else who has helped me in my quest to get a new laptop. It's surely needed. I'm well, just over the halfway mark now with the money I need, so if anybody can help me, please. And when you do help, the PayPal in the description. You can also put, when you help me, if you want me to say your name out or not. It's up to you. If you want to be anonymous, then surely. Everybody else who has helped me, thank you once again. Having said all that, let's move on. I normally deal with all about YouTubers, their channels, their earnings by graphs, charts, whether they're up, whether they're down on views. Sorry, I've hardly slept. Views, subscribers, you name it, all that. Plus I do extra videos on exposing some people, and I started a new episode on Armchair Detective. Now he puts a lot of a lot of emphasis on his evidence, and that is, that shadow, which is supposedly says that shows it's a woman. Well, as you can see here, starting off with what you saw on my thumbnail, that shadows, there's not much you can say about them because they are deceiving. Look at this on the left, a shadow coming in from the left hand side shows a woman. On the right, it actually shows a man, and not just a man, we're going to get into more detail, a man who's got devil ears. So I'm just basically now going to be showing you some pictures what just blow his theory of shadows out the water, because shadows change from angles, whether they're bouncing off certain angles and where the shadow's coming from. Everything, a lot goes into it. Just the turn of a shoulder would make it look like you've got breasts. Well, let's have another look and we'll see some more to prove it. This picture here, this can be a perfect example. Just pretend, for instance, that is Chris Watts, the killer, and just say his shoulder is just bent down a bit, or his elbow is at a certain position where he's just picking something up, or he's just moving his hand as he's walking, his arm, and it's just popped out a tiny touch and it makes it look like he's got a breast or long hair or little legs, whatever. It's deceiving. It can be changed. Now this picture alone, now it just shows as well that as a shadow bounces off different surfaces, it can change shape. But not only that, the length of the shadow as well also plays a part in it. So you can't put any emphasis on even shadows what look real, because it can't be. And his shady little grainy picture, come on folks, let's move on. Now I'm going to be going into it now more. He thought that he saw a woman. Well, all this, as you can see, is just bags just lying down, and it actually shows a man and a woman. But all you can see is, just pretend, for instance, where that's an head, that's just a part of a piece of rubbish just blowing in the wind. You know what I mean? It could be anything. Not some shady, shade off a camera, which is not made for anything specific, and the pixelated, it's not clear at all. Let's have a look at more. Now this is just another picture now of a shadow, but looking at it from one side it's a man, but if you was to look at that same object or person from another angle, it could be a belly with the cord coming from it. Do you get what I mean? If that camera what's taking a picture of that grainy shadow was took from a different perspective, you could probably see a man, a woman and a baby together. Let's have a look at more. As you can see, I've been looking and searching to get specific photos based around women and objects which make shapes of people. So that's what I've done, and this is random shapes, little shapes, but all put together make a woman's face. And in that face it's showing eyebrows, nose, ear, mouth, chin, you name it. His shadow, what is shown is just one strip with a little clunk coming out of it. And what's that supposed to be? Long hair? Could have easily said an handbag. You know what I mean? It's pathetic. let's have a look at more. Here, as you can see from this angle, it's showing a man and a woman both sitting down on a chair, but as you can see, they're just pieces of scrap metal. Nothing, and this goes into far detail than the shadow what Armchair Detective is trying to show you. Well, there you have it, folks. I was going to show you even more pictures, but I thought I'd save them for a rainy day, just in case, you know, someone wants to try and dispute these pictures, but you can't dispute them. It is what it is. You know, shadows cannot be relied on in any shape and form. Whatever, like wall, floor, whatever surface they bounce off, they change dramatically. Whatever, however long it is, changes dramatically. You know, just a little move of the shadow in one direction can change it from a female to a male, to a man with horns, to a baby with a placenta coming out of his belly. Come on, folks. You know, I put a bit of effort in here. I hope it's appreciated. Thanks for everybody who's helping me. I'm going to get some sleep finally after I've exported this, which means downloaded onto my laptop, then uploaded onto YouTube, then made the thumbnail, which I did that beforehand, which is the picture to go with it, but I've got it anyway. I don't need to mess about that one. And all the writing. Anyway, if you can help, paper on the description. Thank you. You all take care. Catch you on the rebound. Bye. Dum 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 dum.
My name's Alan, I am the Armchair Detective. 20 times I lied to you. 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 Every time I open my mouth, I lie. I'm sorry. Every time I open my mouth, I lie. Every time I open my mouth, I lie.
Never lie, steal, cheat, or drink. But if you must lie, lie in the arms of the one you love. If you must steal, steal away from bad company. If you must cheat, cheat death. And if you must drink, drink in the moments that take your breath away.
I had just lost my job because of the COVID.
Yes.
But he told me I couldn't moderate unless I paid. I mean, that man made me pay, so I had to borrow money from my son so I could moderate, so I could talk to my friends. And my phone bill was due, and it was going to get shut off if I didn't pay it. And so all the mods, all of them got together. They asked AD, he wouldn't help. He wouldn't even help to keep my phone on so I could even be there, yet I was so important.
Yeah.
So the mods did a little PayPal thing for me in the Facebook so I could do it, but he wouldn't donate to that.
So I do have a question for you. He said at one point, and these guys up here probably know better than me, you know, about when, but he had said at one point that you were willing to testify in court.
Yeah.
Never. Not only would I not testify, I would know this wouldn't even make it past, like, this isn't even like Brady material that someone would need to share with someone. Like, it's not even anything of evidentiary value.
Yeah.
This is literally Bigfoot footage.
But did you know that he had said that? And not just once, but he said it many times.
I did not know that. So, like, full disclosure, I don't watch them. I've probably...
Don't blame you.
So I had no clue. That's why, like, that's why I found it so shocking when I got blocked, when my post got removed. Have this conversation, ever.
Body,
yes.
do you know that he's actually named you in his book and said that you have said with 100% certainty that it's not Chris coming out to the garage?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, he has. Yeah,
Oh man.
he has. Yeah,
Yeesh.
I read it. He has.
Yeah, I need to take a look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
and-
need to look at it.
And like you said, you know, it has no evidentiary value other than, you know, basically just some YouTube stuff. But there are a lot of people who probably will put a lot of credibility into that. And of course, that's why he used you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely take a look at that book. I haven't read it. I don't know what it says, but I trust these guys because I know that they've read it.
I couldn't
Yeah.
read past the first little bit.
Always been sincere and respectful of my feelings about Shanann, Bella, Cece and Nicole. They've always been foremost in my mind. You won't find any video where I said a bad word about the Rusek family or any of Shanann's family.
You're just a family from, I don't know, family from Carolina. Just go back to being a family. Get your hands out of this. And apologise to me. You're just a family from, I don't know, family from Carolina. Just go back to being a family. Get your hands out of this. And apologise to me.
He's claiming there's discrepancies in the nut allergies, discrepancies about what Shanann stated and what other people are stating. Pulling apart different interviews with the police. Oh, Mr. Rusek said this, but Mr. Watts said this, right? At 1 hour, 6 minutes and 19 seconds, he starts in on Shanann's taxes. I'm sorry, AD, when did you become an accountant? He is also implying in 1 hour and 4 minutes and 23 seconds, he starts with the implying the implication that Shanann kept the family apart. He claimed that, well, I'm hearing control. I'm hearing a lot of control coming from Shanann, right? She managed to get Chris Watts swearing. Chris Watts chose his family over her. Why was she giving Tylenol and Benadryl for bedtime? Just mind you guys, I'm repeating everything that he said, okay? I took notes. There's dynamics at play. He believes that Shanann overreacted. CW took rage out because he had the anger over the separation from his family. Although he had a long fuse, he was fed up. The kettle had boiled. CW chose his family, not Shanann. They weren't compatible anymore. So he felt he couldn't take it anymore. As I'm reading this, Am I the only person that's like having an issue with it? When the very fact this is not going to do anything, but it's blaming a victim. And I want to be clear. I have been thrown under the bus. But to actually blame a victim, I don't care who that victim is. I don't care if it's Shanann or if it's someone else. You're blaming a victim and she's no longer here. You literally just did a beautiful tribute video not too long ago. That's exactly what he's doing, is he's trying to get back at the family. This is AD's way of getting back at the family. But you're doing something wrong, AD. You're doing something really, really wrong. Is you're attacking a victim. I took time to do some research prior to going live. Now, I didn't defend him as a person, but the one thing that I defended him as was he never said anything bad about Shanann. Never bashed her. Boy, am I eating my words now. But this is all done all for money. All for money. But he did not go by what he said he was going to do. He turned on Shanann. That's what he did. I'm not talking about the family. I'm talking about Shanann, the victim.
Never lie, steal, cheat, or drink. But if you must lie, lie in the arms of the one you love. If you must steal, steal away from bad company. If you must cheat, cheat death. And if you must drink, drink in the moments that take your breath away. Never lie, steal, cheat, or drink. But if you must...
My name's Alan, I am the Armchair Detective. Would I lie to you, baby? Would I lie to you?
Hi guys, welcome to my channel, all about YouTubers 13. In my channel I break down all your favourite YouTubers on a normal basis, their earnings by subscriber counts, view counts, how much they're earning in the last day, week, month, you name it. I go into a whole lot. I also, you know, I'm a new channel, I'm growing, so you know, I'm exploring other areas. I don't just focus in on one area. But lately a few people asked me to look into Mr. Armchair Detective, and I'm glad I did, because I found out quite a few things. And the first person to bring me to the attention of Armchair Detective was Lorraine Agassi. and HMRC. But then since then, I mean, I've had a few donations, and a couple have been off Angela Cook, and it blew me away. And you know, it was twice, and I need a new computer, and this is helping. It was over £50. I could not believe it. And Anthony Bally's also helped me out a couple of times with a couple of £5. And as I said, Gina Briggs, £9.41. I mean, thank you guys, thank you. Angela Cook, Angela Bell, HMRC, Lorraine Doherty, Gina Briggs, you know, God bless. And I'm just blown away. But anyway, I just want to now, because of all the attention what has been brought to me over Armchair Detective, I wanted to have a look at where it began, and just, you know, whether it was worthy of the attention he's been given to what it now calls the case, the Chris Watts. And as I was showing in my other videos, that, you know, he's jumped on this, and he was getting a lot of views off it, and when he didn't, the views went down, and he's had channels a lot time longer, and they haven't done well. So you can see why he's jumped on the bandwagon a lot more than any other case that he's ever dealt with, and he's just like took this to an whole new level. But what I want to look at today is we're going to go back in time right to the beginning, just where and how this started. You know, this might take a couple of videos, what I'm going to show over time. So from the start, I just want to look into the validity of what he had to offer, and what his proof was that what he had was worthy, and whether it looked real, whether it was real, and you know, or whether it was nothing from the start, whether there was nothing, you know, what no one else could have said. So I've had a look, gone to the beginning, and you know, there's a few things I want to show you. So having said all that, let's just get on with it, and you'll see for yourself.
Have been reached out to by a member of staff of the Dodge Correctional Institute. In other words, the prison where Chris Watts is in Wisconsin. So everyone's going to say, prove it. Could be anybody. I don't believe it. Somebody's having you on. Someone's trying to con you. Now, you have to take my word. I've checked this person out, and I can't say 100%, 95% sure that this person really does work at the jail. I can't say 100%, 95% sure that this person really does work at the jail. I can't say 100%, 95% sure that this person really does work at the jail.
Really? So you heard it there from the start. You can't even be 100% sure whether the person, if there is a person, works at the jail / prison. Now I just want you to remember that for in the future, but I'll be showing you anyway.
I know all about Chris Watts' life before. I just know. And I know about his life now. And I know what life's like in prison for him. I know how he's getting on with it. I know everything. I can't say 100%, 95% sure that this person really does work at the jail. I know everything. I can't say 100%, 95% sure that this person really does work at the jail. I know everything. More than you can imagine. And it's shocking and surprising. But I don't want to tell you anything until you're just going to go on making it up, aren't you? See, what do I do? So in a minute we'll get to that. I know everything. Is there anybody here that's ever been in that prison? Because they're the people I need to. If I prove things to the people that have been in that prison, that only my contact could tell you, then you're going to tell the rest of us that man's telling the truth. So the reason I've come on now and not just gone into it, what I'm going to do tonight, and tell you a lot about it, I want to authenticate it. So I'm looking for someone. I'm looking at the chat from now on. Has anybody ever been in that Wisconsin Dodge Correctional Institute? Has anybody ever spent time in there or visited in there? And that's what I need to speak to. Is there anybody that's been there?
Well, there you go. It's come on a random live to authenticate that, what he's saying is correct. He's come on a random live And now all of a sudden he's asking, does anybody ever been to that prison, to Dodge prison? So he can, you know, tell them some special information that will ring true, so we all know it's true. So I wonder what he can say. You know, it's got to be something big. It can't be something like, you know, prisoners get counted, prison counts, head counts, however many times a day, like the obvious. Do you know what I mean? Something silly. So but to ask, has anybody ever been in that prison on a random live, that, you know, that does that sound right? And he's specifically come on now to authenticate. So how does he know he can do that? Do you get what I'm saying? How does he know he can come on a random live and prove to us? So does he know that somebody's going to be there who's been in that prison? I don't know, we'll have a look. And if he does, it better be something big.
Is there anybody here that's ever been in that prison? Because they're the people I need to. If I prove things to the people that have been in that prison, anybody actually been in there or worked there, or have a relation who's an inmate there that they phoned or visited? Because I want to prove it to you. If I prove it to you, you can tell the others that I'm right.
Now he's asking, has anybody been there or even visited there? So what if you visited someone, you're apparently supposed to know everything enough to authenticate that what he's saying is true. Does that sound right? So if you've ever visited somewhere on a visit, you visit someone on prison, you're supposed to know everything. So I don't know, it sounds a bit weird already to me.
My cousin, right, Winona Della Rosa. Okay, I'm going to talk to Winona, people, and you watch what Winona replies to what I tell you I know about that prison. Because I've never been to America, that part of America, Wisconsin, never been there. How would I know all these things? I'm going to tell you some facts. Wisconsin prison is more or less 50-50 black and white people, inmates, black or white. 50-50, which is unheard of. The rest of America is 80% black to white. Not Wisconsin. That's the first thing.
What? Are you joking me? So the first big thing what you're telling us is that Wisconsin prison has got 50-50 inmates, and that's unheard of. It's normally 80%, 80-20 did he say? Now that's just doodaddy, that is. You know, prisons throughout England, the States, America, all the states, depending on what part of the country you are, and the prison and the jails and the prisons there, depends on the population. You know, at some parts it may have more be full of more Afro-Caribbeans, black people, whereas other parts, at certain parts near towards the border, for instance, would be more Latino, Mexican Americans, or other parts of the country and just Americans, white people. So to say that is just ridiculous to me. That's like he's looked at some statistics, and from his like arrogance and not knowing, he's just seen some facts there to me what sounds, and thinks that's what it's like, because it says it's normally 20, like, you know, 80% in prison normally black people. No, that don't mean in every single prison. Do you know what I mean? That's just silliness. Obviously some prisons are going to have more of one ethnicity than the other. It's not just going to be a blanket statement. And you know, if somebody's got access to information and they know all this, they're not going to say an answer like that. This prison has got 50-50, you know, from whites and Afro-Caribbeans, whites and black people. That's something what wouldn't even come into your mind. That's like as if somebody who hasn't got a clue about anything. That's one of the big things he's got to say. Okay, I wonder what the next one's coming. This is ridiculous already.
Wisconsin prison is racist. They put more of the blacks in solitary than they do the whites. It's racist run. It's run by the white police force. I'm only telling you this, not because I want against racism. I'm telling you so I know that I'm inside the place. So you would know that I'm inside the place. That's how they treat it. All the best jobs in Dodge go to the white inmates.
Wow. Are you kidding me? This is what you're all basing his evidence on, and his word that a simple Google search shows that there's racism there. I mean, there's story after story after story. I could have carried on. I haven't even looked on YouTube, never mind all the books what have been written and general other sites, Facebook and all, you know. There's endless amounts of reports. So he's trying to say he's giving things what the world doesn't know, what we'd never know. This is unbelievable. So this is the second big thing, which is nothing. Everything, he hasn't said anything so far. So remember this. Let's carry on to this next big thing. I've got to hear the big thing. The big thing's coming up. The big thing, what we'd all know that we couldn't know, because this so far is just ridiculous.
When no one has just confirmed a load of stuff I've just said that I could not invent. I know everything. More than you can imagine. And it's shocking and surprising. But I don't want to tell you anything until you're just going to go on making it up, aren't you? See, what do I do? So in a minute we'll get to that. Now, you have to take my word that I've checked this person out, and I can't say 100%, 95% sure that this person really does work at the jail. Wisconsin prison and Colorado have got a deal. They swap prisoners, problem prisoners or whatever. They swap them over between those two counties. They've got a deal between them. How would I know that?
Wow. How would he know that Wisconsin prisons swap prisoners who are in trouble? They get rid of them, they take them from one prison to another prison. Now, that's another thing you can easily search, by the way, but I'm going to just stop you right there. You don't need to, because it's a thing what's done, not just in America, not just in England, all over Europe, and there's a word for it. It's called ghosting, because they just come at 3 o'clock in the morning, take the problem prisoner, bam, gone, and you go into another place for 2 weeks, a month, or they rotate you every 28 days. It's called ghosting. It's just something what anybody who have any knowledge of prison or prisoners at anything, or even works there, it's a known fact. That's it. Mark my words, have a look. So for him to say I wouldn't know this, there's even a name for it. Look, there's a terminology for it. I don't get what he's saying. Up to you. Everything he said is not making sense. There's nothing he's telling. Now there's got to be a big thing coming up, you know, something big, because this now is ridiculous. If you're basing it what he said, like his word on this next, but right now, you know, there's nothing. This is terrible, by the way. This is just ridiculous. He's just told me what ghosting is. Oh my gosh.
Imagine if you just stuck to the facts all day in your life. You don't talk about it, would you? Do you trust me now? Imagine if you just stuck to the facts all day in your life. You don't talk about it, would you? Do you trust me now? Now I've got a 2 hour audio with this person, and I'm going to bring it to you bit by bit over the next few weeks. I'm not going to tell you all in one go. It's massively long. We want something, a fact that you can take away from this one broadcast that nobody knows. Imagine if you just stuck to the facts all day in your life. You don't talk about it, would you? But I need to get you to believe me, because at the moment everything I say is hearsay. But from now on, you will listen to my dedicated programs. I don't know what to call it. Imagine if you just stuck to the facts all day in your life. You don't talk about it, would you? I'm trying to give you information you cannot get anywhere in the world. He's making it up. He's arrogant. He's self-serving. He's trying to make money. He's trying to get subs. None of those things. I know everything. Because I'm not arrogant and I don't know everything. I know everything. Because I'm not arrogant and I don't know everything. I know everything. He's here now talking to me. I'm talking to somebody that's been in the jail
This is great because it's live. I'm talking to somebody who's been in the jail for 10 years. Give me something that only that person would know that's been in there for 10 years, please.
I've looked how long the video's for, and it's near enough coming to an end, so I can quite confidently say that this must be the big one. Now, unsurprisingly, somebody now who has done 10 years in that prison and just so happens to be online. So, you know, that's a lot of coincidences there, but you know, this is the big one right now. His word don't mean nothing. He ain't said anything about anything, so I hope this is going to be something major. I'm looking forward to this. Here we go.
Because I've got somebody there that's been in that prison for 10 years. I've got somebody here on my phone that works there. And I'm trying to find a connection that only that person and that person would know. Wow, exciting, eh? I'm waiting for the big question, the $6 million question that proves that this person's in there and you're out there but been in there. I've got to be careful what I say. I mustn't let's give this away. Gee. Okay, BNXY guy, count times 7:30, 12:30, 16:45. You have to stand up and be counted for. If you don't, you get conduct report. There you go. Absolutely. BX, we're in your hands. BMX guy, count time 7:30, 12:30, 16:45. You have to stand and if you don't, you get reported. Wow, we wait for the reply. No one would know that. Bingo. That's the most important part of the day, and my person inside picked out the most important part of the day, and BX confirmed it. I am not lying to you.
Oh my gosh. I'm speechless. That was the big finale to prove to everybody that you've got an insider in a maximum security prison, and that inside knowledge was that they do head counts in prisons. This ain't even funny now. This is beyond funny. This is a joke. He's trying to say that the big finale to prove to everyone that he knows about this prison and the workings out is to do head counts. And he said, the times he even said as well, 7:30, 12:30 and 16:45. What, that's it? Is he kidding me? Even in the minimum security prison, it's like 4 or 5 times a day. And that's not even saying, like, in between that you're getting counted if you get to work, when you're coming back from work, whenever there's movements, visits, who's going off wings, who's coming back. There's loads of counts throughout the days, but you get, it's probably about 4 or 5 like head counts at certain times regardless, even though you're being counted in between. And he ain't even said that right. This is a joke, and this is what he's basing it all on, that they're doing head count. Didn't I crack a joke at the beginning saying he ain't going to show an head, he ain't going to say something ridiculous? Yeah, he ain't going to say something ridiculous like the count how many prisoners are there, and he has. This is ridiculous now. Right, I'm speechless. What I done was I had a quick look up, and it just so happens that there's an actual manuscript on them prisons, you know, a manuscript on Dodge prison and all the ones surrounding in Wisconsin, and it goes into, it's like a big thick what they must give the prisoners when they can't come into the prison, so if they have any questions it's for them and throughout the sentence. And it's a big manuscript, and it's cut into 30 pages, and in each page that's split into 6 sections, and it goes on and on and on. Now I read that, so you don't have to. I like to put a bit of effort in, you know, and that's what I do, and I'm doing it for you guys. And it just so happens we get to the count section, and as we can see here, daytime counts will occur at 6:15 AM, 12:15 PM, 5:30 PM and 9 PM. Now this this now sounds what it is, right? Obviously, this is standard, and I miss before when I said go. This is what it's like for all prisons. Probably not a minimum, but anything above a minimum security prison, and obviously the standard counts at these times. And this is why they're awake, and then they do it throughout the nights, and when they're sleeping they have to leave their arm out so they can see it's them, and it's not like, you know, just pillows under the bed. Do you get what I mean? But let's read this. So the daytime accounts will occur at 6:15 a.m, 7:15 p.m, 5:30 p.m, and 9 p.m. So he only gave 3 out of the 4 here, which are just standard ones, and you, like I said before, you're getting counted all throughout the day whenever there's movements and who's going off wings and all that. Do you know what I mean? And it says here, it is required that you be on your unit and in your room unless assigned to an out detail, which would require you to be at work or on a visit, which I mentioned. When a count is announced, go directly to your room where you must stand. So see, he's getting half it right, properly clothed and in a clear view of the doorway. If a medical condition impedes you from standing, you must be in an upright sitting position. On units 14, 30, 31, 32 and 33, inmates are required to stand at the foot of their bed facing the officer conducting the counts. Now this is real, this is reality. So it's like, obviously, if he had an insider's not going to say just what he said, just three times. Come on now, this is beyond a joke. He's based everything on this, and you'll see in a minute that he's even now going to use this as the proof, and this is what he refers to it. But he won't say, oh, remember I told you they get counted in a prison, or there's like more, you know, there's 50-50 black and white people. He won't say that. He go, oh, remember that evidence, so what I want you to do, I want you to back me up now. Remember I showed you all that evidence earlier? And he says, all that evidence. And that's how it is from now on. This is pathetic, this is a joke, this is what he based it on, and I'm pretty peed off, to be honest with you. You know, I only swear when I am peed off, and I'm close to doing that, but I won't. I'm not going to let myself drop that low. But just you know, all you guys who are following him, and from the start, this is what it was based off. This was the early days, and there's more to come. There's more to come, because obviously he's gone into more things, and that just goes on in more pathetic ways. But let's get back to basics. This is back to the basics, and it's telling you in a high security prison that there's an head count, and that there's 50-50 prisoners in there. Oh, and there's racism, you know, which obviously that goes without saying for all, and it's everywhere, and you can find this out. I am gobsmacked. I'm going to show you a few more things, but like, this is coming into an end now. I don't do videos every day on this particular person. I know this is like the 5th one on him, only because he had multiple channels and I go into people's channels, but I have gone off sway a bit, and I'll come back to a couple of things that do. But I just want you to be aware of this, and this is all what he says, what he stands for, and this is where it started, and his proof. And as you'll see in oncoming videos and that, like, there's never people to show. It's always like 3-way. And some of them are really comical. They are. You never get to see like the source, or like the person who's verifying that source. So basically it's just him and his word, and it's like that for everything. So I'm bringing this to an end now. All you people who was followers of him, you know, you was all there from the right place. You know, you were all in there for the hearts. You know, and that's what it's from. So I know some of you are kicking yourself for following him and all that, and I can see why, to be honest with you. I can. But don't pull yourself down. It's all on the heartstrings. People have to remember, people are picking sides, and you're all coming from the same common place. Remember that. People who are on it one place one time, they're going to be on the other, so they'll be with you next. The ones who are following him now, they're all slipping away slowly but surely. So having said all that, let's just show you a little bit more.
Imagine if you just stuck to the facts all day in your life. You know, talk about it, would you? So from now on, guys, when I say to you, you won something, you lucky people that know, you 700, you know that Armchair Detective is telling you the truth. I've just proved it live with no fix, Got somebody in the jail, somebody that used to be in the jail, and me in the middle. None of us are lying. Imagine if you just stuck to the facts all day in your life. You wouldn't talk about it, would you? Wow. He's making it up. He's arrogant. He's self-serving. He's trying to make money. He's trying to get subs. Imagine if you just stuck to the facts all day in your life. You wouldn't talk about it, would you? Do you trust me now? Wow. I'm real sorry. All I'm trying to do in this episode is build up trust. So you guys turn up tonight and back me up. Please back me up tonight. Back me up. Please back me up tonight. 9:30 UK time. Back me up. Please back me up tonight. And I was really lucky that my man was actually watching it. That was sheer luck. Imagine if you just stuck to the facts all day in your life. You wouldn't talk about it, would you? Everybody wants the story I've got. Everybody, every newspaper, every TV station. They haven't got it, we have. Armchair detective, no hiding place. Imagine if you just stuck to the facts all day in your life. You wouldn't talk about it, would you?
So there we have it, guys. Come to the end of this video. I'm a bit surprised, a bit shocking, and you know, it is what it is. I will be coming back. As I said, I've got a bit more to say on him, but I do go into other people, so be sure to listen out to my channel and my videos, unless it gives me a reason to like keep jumping on him, you know. One of them, it won't surprise me knowing him, but one of them, we've looked at what he had to say and how it started, and it's not good. He ain't said anything, has he? Nothing whatsoever, so just bear that in mind. Anyway, thanks for helping me, all you who have, and thanks for the lovely comments. Having said all that, that's it for today. You all take care. Catch you on the rebound. Bye. Dum 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 dum. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, all about YouTubers 13. I'm here to break down your favourite YouTubers' earnings. Right, today I am making another video. This is only a short one on Armchair Detective. To be honest with you, I'm making a new video on a different subject about how YouTube can make people and break people. Some people have made it big and got the big lifetime, you know, the millionaires, and at the same time it's burnt them out and they've had to quit. So that's the video I'm working on now. But I was just looking at some cuts to do with Armchair Detective, and once again I found some gold dust, and I thought, as a break from the bigger video which I'm doing, this is just like, you know, one I'm just going to be doing now in between. But first of all, I'd just like to say a big thank you to she donated £10 towards my new computer. Thank you very much, I really appreciate it. Anyone else can help, then PayPal below, say thank you on the screen. Right, now I was watching some videos on Armchair Detective, and I've had to make this video, and I've broke it down in like, you know, my perspective. And it's about him saying he's not a drinker, he doesn't drink alcohol. Yes, he does drink alcohol, and it's like he contradicts himself sometimes in the same first sentence. He can't start a sentence off saying one thing, and by the time he's got to the end, he said the complete opposite. And it's kind of baffling to me, to be honest with you. And it's like, is this for real? Because, you know, he says you don't drink, fair enough. If you drink, you drink, it's one of them, so what? But you don't lie, and if you know, because that just puts anything you do good into question. Do you get what I mean? It kind of discredits yourself. Take accountability. Like I've stated in my earlier videos, you know, when I was younger, I was a bit of a rogue. Growing up changed my life, but I can take accountability and I can accept that, and you know, it's not something I go telling people because I'm embarrassed about it, but I won't deny it. And it's one of them. So if Armchair Detective, he wants to be a serious person, he wants to put a serious word and his opinion to do with this case and that case, don't lie. You know, do not lie, because you're just discrediting yourself to the point that it's undeniable, and the people who watch it, they can't say you don't, because I'm going to show you now. It's just incredible. You know, if you got people who's willing to say, your backers, your supporters, your loyal fans, who's willing to say that this isn't true, they need to take a good look at themselves, let me tell you that. Having said all that, let's just get on with it.
I'm not a bad person. I'm not a thief. I'm not a con man. I've never been in trouble with the police. I don't drink because of my medical condition. Yet they portray me as a drunken crook. I've taken over another hotel. Yes, I've done it again. It's okay? No, you haven't lost me. Come here. Listen, I never drink. I've had to buy a beer to come into this bloody hotel. I don't even drink. I hate this stuff. Look at it. Oh, cheers. I think have one on your holiday. Ugh. I hate the taste of beer. You know when you're not really a drinker and you drink beer? Cheers. First drink of the whole holiday. I'm allowed to have one. Haters. Yeah, good for Frank. Sounds awesome. Cheers, Frank. Was a friend. I don't drink, but I'm so upset I had to get a beer. That's how upset I am.
Now, did you hear that? This is what I mean. He said two things then. He said, right, I'm in an hotel. I had to buy a drink to get into, you know, to get into the hotel, to get into the bar. And then he's just said he was that stressed he had to get a drink. In the same, he's in the same live, the same top, as you can see. So it's either he had to buy a drink because, you know, to get in there where he's sitting down, or he bought a drink because he was drunk. I mean, not because he was drunk, sorry, because he was stressed, one or the other. And this is just an example about him. And it just so happens, in between, my computer slowed down, so I just had to turn it off and give it a half-hour rest. It's one of them. But what I was doing, I was just looking up on a video of his from, apparently there was someone called Blair, a lady who's in contact with Chris Watts, and they directly in contact, sending messages through her to him. But he's saying same thing again. He said one thing and then another, and I'll try and fit it in here now. But he said that she can't record the call because of her job and she don't want to get in trouble, and then he says no, that she can't record the call because of legal reasons and she's not allowed to. So which one is it? It's like it's one or the other. And once again, it's like you can't verify the source, only he can. It's just stupid. And I even sent a message, if that's the case, that she can't record his voice because, you know, of her job, then why is she even recording a voice in the first place? It just does not make sense at all. And this recording here on my laptop, I've had to put my earphones in, it's really distorted, so if you can hear it how I can, the recording of him just saying them two things. I was in the bar, I had to buy a drink to get into the bar or the hotel, and then I bought a drink because I was stressed, one of them. Sorry if the recordings is what I can hear on my laptop, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to play it for you again and add some more stuff.
Listen, I never drink. I've had to buy a beer to come into this bloody hotel. But I'm so upset I had to get a beer. I've had to buy a beer to come into this bloody hotel. But I'm so upset I had to get a beer. But I'm so upset I had to get a beer. I'm getting legless. Oh, it's lemonade. I don't drink. I've got pancreatitis. I find it difficult. I know my limit. I can have 2 pints. 2 pints. 2 pints. 2 pints. Believe it or not, that's my limit. How do you feel about that? First of all, just come back from my son's wedding. I'm actually drunk too much, so if I'm a bit slow, it's not because I'm a million miles away, it's because I've had a few drinks over the weekend. But I'm okay now. No, all the trolls. I'm going to drink tonight. I got my Red Bull. And I got my Bombay Sapphire Gin. I don't drink very often, but I drink the whole damn bowl. Drink the whole damn bowl. Drink the whole damn bowl. This lockdown, I got a cabin fever. What is it called? Cheers.
Wow, does that sound like someone who can't drink? That's hardcore bottle, that is. To be able to drink that all in one sitting, you know, that takes someone with a tolerance built up. Let's just say that. I mean, undeniable. You can't deny that he's not a drinker from now in my eyes. I mean, is there any more?
I'm not a bad person. I'm not a thief. I'm not a con man. I've never been in trouble with the police. I don't drink. But I drink the whole damn bowl. I don't drink. But I drink the whole damn bowl. I don't drink. But I drink the whole damn bowl. Because of my medical condition. Yet they portray me as a drunken crook. My brain was gone. I've had a drink. Come down off it. So I had a few drinks actually. I don't drink, I got pancreatitis, I find it different. But I drink the whole damn bowl. I know my limit, I can have 2 pints. But I drink the whole damn bowl. I know my limit, I can have 2 pints. But I drink the whole damn bowl. Believe it or not, that's my limit. Make a film about that. Believe it or not, that's my limit. Make a film about that. Make a film about that.
And that's exactly what I just done. That's it on my new series, breaking down some of Armchair Detective's words and his sayings and, you know, his contradictions. So, any other ideas you got for me, just let me know in the comments. I'm making another video on a different subject, how YouTube can make people and break people, so be sure to listen out for that. Anyway, that's it for now. You all take care. Catch you on the rebound. Bye. Dum 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 dum. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, all about YouTubers 13. I'm here to break down your favourite YouTubers' earnings. I go into various things on different topics. I'm a pretty new channel. Normally I break down your favourite YouTubers, like their YouTube channel, the earnings by daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, statistics, data, whether it's by views, subscribers, whether they're up, whether they're down, the most viewed videos, you name it. I also do a series on where I catch cheaters and people who I suspect are buying subscribers and buying views. And as I say, I'm kind of evolving, you know, it is what it is. People ask me and people ask me to delve in certain things, and that's what I do. And we're back today with Armchair Detective. I've done a few videos now on his several YouTube channels, as you can see above, but not only that, there's been some things which is said which are kind of been a bit, this is all by my opinion, whatever I say, but in my opinion, like, you know, it's bogus. Things like he said from the start just didn't add up, his proofs, this, that, the other. Now, I am pretty new, being honest with you, new to Armchair Detective, and from what I've been told by people, they appreciate my kind of new perspective and my opinion, and basically also my English opinion, because he says some things which, like, you know, which some Americans, what he thinks Americans won't get, this, that, the other. So there's a few things I'm going to go over now and kind of put a few things into question. So having said all that, let's get on with it. Now, I'm not going to make this a long video. In fact, I don't know how long it's going to go, but it's only going to be a pretty short one, because I'm just going to be breaking down elements of Armchair's story bit by bit. And as I say, I'm kind of new to this myself, so I'm looking up things, and as I go along I'm just going to be giving my little perspective, as I just said. And I went over a few things, and I saw a few things where he said like he was an MI5 agent, but then tried to spin it, but then tried to back up what he originally said as a joke. So what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to point two things out from his both reactions to what he said, and they both contradict each other. There you go.
I was an MI5 agent, special agent. That's my only, you know, I know I'm not an Armchair detective, but I was an agent for MI5, really, I was. MI5 agent, MI5 agent. Professional investigator, I did work for MI5 as an operative and an agent, but MI5, but MI5.
No, I don't. MFI.
But MI5.
MFI. MFI. MFI.
Right, now you heard that. Now he's saying MFI. MFI. So he's changed it from MI5, which you quite, you know, clearly heard, to MFI. Yeah, just MFI now. MFI. Okay?
No, I don't. I used to work as a furniture designer in MFI, which is the worst, cheapest, rubbishy furniture shop we've ever had in this country. I admit that. That's my job, to sell it. It was rubbish, cheap rubbish. Like IKEA, but 10 levels down from IKEA. Which, if you're English, you understand, is a furniture shop. Please get this through your thick skulls. It's not MI5. So then I go on and I really bit bad, and I say, well, yeah, I had to give it up because all my cases kept falling to pieces. And everybody laughed, because in England we know MFI furniture falls to pieces. So I said, all my cases for MFI fell to pieces. It's just a joke. A joke.
Come on now, is he supposed to, is it just me, but is he supposed to like think that we're going to forget that he didn't just say MFI or MI5 MFI like a parrot? No, he said an agent as well, and an operative agent. Operative, I'm an MI5 agent. Well, I was an MI5 agent. Then on another one, as you seen, I was an MI5 agent stroke operative. Now them words, operative and agent, don't fit into somebody who sells furniture for a store that's in England that, you know, is up there with IKEA, falls apart. It's not an English joke at all. He's just backpedaling now, and I can see this for what it is. And obviously, if he did work at MFI, he would have heard that joke that everything falls to pieces. Now he's backpedaling, he's just fitting that in, but he's forgetting that he used the word operative and agent. So that just like discredits everything else he's saying, and I'm just bringing this up to you now from my perspective, that obviously he's lying. And if he's lying about this, what else is he lying about? And I've already showed you that either he was lying about that he had an insider into the prison before, or whoever he was talking to is just took every word they said and not realised what they said was just stupid and daftness to the point of patheticness. It's just crazy. Now let's have a quick listen again.
Professional investigator, I did work for MI5 as an operative and an agent. Worked for MI5 as an operative and an agent. As an operative and an agent. As an operative and an agent. Operative and an agent. Operative and an agent.
Well, there you go. That kind of breaks that down and kind of disproves what he was saying. He contradicting himself. You know, he was either saying MFI or MI5, and if he was saying MFI, he won't say an agent or an operative. Same as if he was saying MFI, then he'd tell the joke about the crumbling, you know, units. You can't put the two together. It's either one or the other, and he's trying to give the best of both worlds there. He's going back and forth. So there you go, it's a quick video. I'm looking into him bit by bit, and I'm just, when I come across, like, you know, things like this gold dust gold mine, which just blatantly and obvious, and it just, you know, it's unquestionable when it contradicts itself like this, and all what I have shown, and my perspective as an Englishman, as he kind of tries to say it from his side. Well, I'm giving you this side of the pond as well. I'm telling you, don't make sense here either. Anyway, that's it for now. You all take care. Catch you on the rebound. Bye. Dum 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 dum.
My name's Alan, I am the Armchair Detective. 20 times I lied to you. 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 Every time I open my mouth, I lie. I'm sorry. Every time I open my mouth, I lie. Every time I open my mouth, I lie. This is the first step. Hopefully it get easier for me, because it makes my life difficult when somebody asks me questions that are ridiculous. Wow. For what I know more than the Colorado police. I'm not going to say much of it. I'm just trying to establish for you guys to know that what I tell you is credible. Even if you believe me or not, it doesn't matter if you believe me. You've got to believe my witness. I trust in that. You don't have to believe me, but I'm right. I'm right. I've got it from the horse's mouth. I know what's going on in that prison. And this person would get the sack instantly if they knew who it was. I've got lots to tell, but I'm not going to tell it this morning. It's too important and too... Let me say this. I know inside his mind. I know how they've delved into his mind, and I know what's wrong with him and what's right with him. And he is not mental. He is not mental. I have a lot more. I have access to all his files from when he was a little boy. Yeah. Yes, from when he was a little boy. I know everything. But I need to get you to believe me. Because at the moment, everything I say is hearsay. But from now on, you will listen to my dedicated programs. I don't know what to call it. Inside and outside of Chris Watts's mind, I think. Something like that. I know his outside, I know his inside his mind. I know inside his mind, I know what goes on outside of his mind. I know more than the Colorado police. And I want to bring it to you, but not until you believe me. Of course, some of you believe me. Some of you are going to go, I'm doing it to get subs or doing it to get views. But I don't. People come to me. Lots of people come to me. Come to me. Some of you, I know more than the Colorado police. You're going to go, I'm doing it to get subs or some of you believe me. Lots of people come to me. And I normally don't bother telling you that. So check them out for me. Lots of people come to views. Some of you are going to go, I'm doing it to get subs or doing it to get views. But I don't. People come to me. Lots of people come to me. He's making it up. He's arrogant. He's self-serving. He's trying to make money. He's trying to get subs. None of those things. But
when I say this person's credible, I'm not making it up. I'm not saying, oh, this person's not qualified to look into his mind, am I? Because I know this person is. But I can't say who it is, you get thrown out. Oh, it's difficult, isn't it? Already getting like disapproval already. It's going to be hard, isn't it? It's going to be hard tonight, I know. This is the first step. Hopefully it get easier for me, because it makes my life difficult when somebody asks me questions that are ridiculous. Wow. For what I know. I know more than the Colorado police. I know more than the Colorado police. I know more than the Colorado police.
So Chris, what is a statement you would like me to release for you on your behalf?
I'd just like to say that, I've heard all this information that's been put out about me, about my family, about my friends, and I'd like to say that this Armchair Detective, podcast, or whatever it may be, is not in support of my will, of my wishes, of my feelings, of my mindset, my directives. It's all been done, without me blessing it.
Christopher Watts.
I'm not in support of it.
Christopher Watts. Similar. He was coerced. He was outside in the room and he overheard someone say, oh, Chris did really well in the test, in the lie detector test. That's why he went back in the room. And then they say, actually, you didn't do very well. You lied. And he collapsed.
I'd like to say that this Armchair Detective, podcast, or whatever it may be, is not in support of my will, of my wishes.
And he's a people pleaser. And he said anything they wanted to say, he agreed to. Like, yeah, I did. Everything's fine until Ronnie Watts came in the room. Do you want to talk to your father and confess to your father so we can overhear it and write it down? They did that. He came in, he confessed to his father.
I'd like to say that this Armchair Detective, podcast, or whatever it may be, is not in support of my will, of my wishes.
I know more than the Colorado police.
Never lie, steal, cheat, or drink. But if you must lie, lie in the arms of the one you love. If you must steal, steal away from bad company. If you must cheat, cheat death. And if you must drink, drink in the moments that take your breath away. Never lie, steal, cheat, or drink. But if you must...
My name's Alan, I am the Armchair Detective. Would I lie to you, baby? Would I lie to you? My name's Alan, I am the Armchair Detective. 20 times I lied to you. 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 Every time I open my mouth, I lie. I'm sorry. Every time I open my mouth, I lie. Every time I open my mouth, I lie. Number one.
Okay, now there's something I need to clear up on true crime. It's been going around rumours and stuff. It's the rumour was that Anna sold that call you made to some creators.
The call I made, I didn't make a call. I received a call.
Yeah, sorry, you didn't even know it was being recorded.
I had no knowledge it was being recorded.
No, so somebody illicitly recorded it, and it ended up on YouTube, didn't it?
It did.
But how?
That's
Surely
a good question.
Permission.
Let me ask you, Alan, do you know how it ended up on YouTube?
No, but I saw that I was blamed for buying it.
Well, that's rubbish.
I haven't got any money. I was never offered it. Let alone, all I did was watch it on, I think it was Day for Justice, took notes, and paraphrased it to my group. That's all I knew about it. Justice for releasing it, but I didn't want it released. I wanted it kept quiet.
Yeah,
I didn't even know if it was pictures or sounds. That's all I knew about it. Justice for releasing it, but I didn't want it released. I wanted it kept quiet. But you were told that I purchased it, weren't you?
I'm sorry?
You were told that I purchased it somehow.
I had heard that, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
I can't tell you which 1,000 plus people had told me that, but
I've never. Why would I do that?
Alan, why would you do that?
I don't know. I've never even played it. So I bought it, right, Mark? And I've never played it. Would that be classed as a waste of money, do you think?
Take no for an answer. And don't give up the first time you're told no. You understand?
This is the lawyer that he wanted before the plea deal. When his mother finally got to speak to him, she was told, don't mention about this shit, otherwise we're going to close this shit down. That's the no factor that this attorney knows about. But the attorneys there before weren't working in his interest. And I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm saying others, well, you'll see.
That's neat to know. I don't go talking to people about my cases or what someone says to me or the things that I do. That's none of their business. It's my business.
It's not professional, Mark, is it? It's awful that they stole your work. I mean, that was appalling that it ended up on YouTube.
So back to your question of Anna. I don't have any proof that Anna sold that.
She denies it, don't you? Because I've looked into this for you. She totally denies it. She says it was stolen from her or something. I don't know, something like that.
Well, I would be very shocked to learn that Anna had anything to do with that, and I firmly believe in my heart that she had nothing to do with that at all.
I believe that as well, sir. I do believe that. And I certainly wasn't offered it for any. I wasn't offered it for any nefarious reasons or money. And I've never seen it.
I'm glad you cleared that up.
I've never even watched it. I just heard it and I paraphrased it. That's all I know about it.
Right. Well, that's the biggest lie of the lot.
I've never even watched it. I just heard it and I paraphrased it. That's all I know about it.
Let me check.
I was impressed with what you said.
All right. Let me check that off the list. Alan did not have anything.
No, I didn't. No. I'm vindicated.
Never lie, steal, cheat, or drink. But if you must lie, lie in the arms of the one you love. If you must steal, steal away from bad company. If you must cheat, cheat death. And if you must drink, drink in the moments that take your breath away.
My name's Alan, I am the Armchair Detective. Would I lie to you, baby? Would I lie to you?
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Just first of all, I've got to start off a big RIP, rest in peace, to my cousin Emma. She's only my age. She passed out at work, took to hospital. She's young. She got told that she's got cancer. She needs to start chemotherapy straight away because, like, you know, her time was running down. But within 3 weeks, it had all changed. It had spread. It spread all throughout. I'm not used to this in cancer, and she died. So within like 5-6 weeks, she's gone. We had the funeral, and this is on screen. So I just want to say a big RIP to that. Love you, Emma. Apart from that, I haven't been online, as you know. I've had my personal problems and having to move because of things happening I may or may not have mentioned before. And I've just been down in the dumps, and I've tried to make videos maybe 7 times, and I can't. It's been hard, but I've had to. I didn't even take my I had to go through all my boxes in my house to find the mic, because it is what it is. So I had to catch up on AD. Let's just get on with it. Thank you for the support and the messages I've had, even though I haven't been offline. And Angie, Jean, you know who you are. You know, you give me that extra budge to do this now and just get on with it. So I've been catching up with AD, Armchair Detective, and from what I found, and this was only a few weeks back, I did try to make a video, like I said, back a few weeks ago when it was just happening, but you know, my head ain't been there. So it's a catch up, and I'm having to catch up. Things may have happened in between, but there was some talk of blackmail. Now I'm not going to be saying there was a blackmail, but it was like certain things got brought up with Dave, and we know he's got a history, but because it was to do with that, you know, things are used over a texting, but female texting, sexting, whatever, and apparently his wife might not know, and there could have been a coercion to get him off YouTube. So let's just have a look at that.
Dave is now the worst troll there is. Worse than mine from Norway. Worse than mine from Norway. Worse than mine from Norway. Dave is now the worst troll there is. Worse than mine from Norway. Dave is now the worst troll there is. Dave is now the worst troll. Dave is now the worst troll.
I do want to make a statement that if you missed it in the first part, we may have cut it off. He admitted that him and Deb have an open relationship.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's interesting.
He admitted that him and Deb had an open relationship. That's what I was told. If I'm wrong, please accept my apology.
Right, I'm not sticking up for Dave by any means. I'd be saying this if it was like directed at AD, but from the get-go, this is towards the end where the build up to this big evidence about something. But right there, I just want to make a statement. If we didn't show it, I may have cut it off, but he admitted that him and his wife have an open relationship. AD didn't know that. But then in the same like breath, she says, yeah, but that's what I've heard. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. You're like, what? You've just said you've got it on a cut and you may not have cut it out. Now you're saying, if I'm wrong, I heard. They can't even keep up with their own sentences. Moving on.
Everything will be okay. I will be okay, and you all will be okay. I will get the help I need, and I'm thankful for my supporters, family, and friends. I am in the process to work things out with my partner as we speak. I have decided that I am not going to spend the rest of my life in constant fear. I want you all to know that I am getting blackmailed. They demand things from me, otherwise they would come out with what I did publicly, contact my job, my family, I don't know what else. They will destroy my life.
He hides behind the skirts of a woman and pretends people are blackmailing him. We have never blackmailed anyone. We tried to give him a way out silently. Didn't take it.
The plan, yeah, the plan, I wanted everybody to catch the plan. 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 The plan. The plan. The plan.
Fresh start. Look at it as a fresh start. As Chicken said, a reset. A reset. Everybody needs that now and again.
And we weren't even going to bring it to public.
Thank you.
I wanted everybody to catch the plan. The plan. The plan. The plan.
You know, I like AD's channel, and I like his videos, but I'm telling you, if you have an opinion that is different than his, he freaking snaps your head off, and it just really aggravates me. It almost aggravates me to the point where I don't want to watch his channel anymore sometimes. And that's just my opinion. I'm not trying to influence anybody not to watch his channel. It's just how I feel.
My name is Alan, I'm the boss.
My name's Alan, I am the Armchair Detective. I was once a famous DJ.
The minor Ricky Gervais. Amateur detective, then FBI, it's Secret Service. I was an MI5 agent, special agent.
I wanted to build a platform, so I used the watch case. I admit I used that. Watch case. I've used it knowing full well it attracts more views than anything else.
He did not discover anything. He stole the shadows. Oh, right. How can you steal a shadow? It doesn't belong to anybody. I just found it. Nothing to do with my shadow under the truck. When can you get through your thick air? It doesn't belong to anybody. My shadow under the truck. It doesn't belong to anybody. My shadow under the truck. My shadow under the truck. He did not discover anything. He stole the shadows. Oh, right. How can you steal a shadow? It doesn't belong to anybody. He did not discover anything. He stole the shadows. He did not discover anything. He stole the shadows.
I was once a famous DJ in a place called Devon, which is in England. My Radio 1 Road show everything. My Radio 1 Road show everything. My Radio 1 Road show everything.
Sorry for the slight delay. I was waiting for Tammy to turn up from the FBI. Hello, Tammy. Hello, the governor of the prison. Hello, Colorado Bureau of Investigation. Nice you to join me. I wasn't trying to project that Tammy Lee supports me, but again, taken out of context. And they're actually making the films, the hate is unbelievable. Armchair Detective. There is no Tammy Lee working with me. Hello, Tammy. Somebody's saying hi to you. I'm just repeating what they say. What happens here, if you've not been here before, because a lot of new people, if you see on the right-hand side, you'll see a chat bar. That's where you ask questions. We'll be taking questions for a while. Hello, Governor. And then they say, oh, he said he's got Tammy Lee in chat. Somebody was pretending to be Tammy Lee in chat. And I said jokingly, oh, I see Tammy Lee's in chat here tonight. Sorry for the slight delay. I was waiting for Tammy to turn up from the FBI. Hello, Tammy. Hello, the governor of the prison. Hello, Colorado Bureau of Investigation. Nice you to join me. I wasn't trying to project that Tammy Lee supports me, but again, taken out of context. Sorry for the slight delay. I was waiting for Tammy to turn up from the FBI. Hello, Tammy. Hello, the governor of the prison. Hello, Colorado Bureau of Investigation. Nice of you to join me.
Write about the watch, you get 10 times more viewers than if you write about an unknown case.
My name is Alan. I'm the boss. I am the boss.
I was once a famous DJ in a place called Devon, which is in England. Radio 1 Road show everything.
My name's Alan. I am the Armchair Detective.
Ricky Gervais, really. I'm sort of like him. I'm like him. Just look at me as a minor Ricky Gervais. Yeah, that's what you need to look at me as. I didn't say I was former MI5. I was MI5 agent, special agent. That's my only, I know I'm not an RJ detective, but I was an agent for MI5. Really, I was. True.
I have to continue to talk about the Watts case, because if I don't get to the bottom of it, I'm going to be dragged off, locked in handcuffs, and in a cellar for the rest of my life. I'm going to be dragged off, locked in handcuffs, and in a cellar for the rest of my life. I have to continue to talk about the Watts case, because if I don't get to the bottom of it, I'm going to be dragged off, locked in handcuffs, and in a cellar for the rest of my life. I'm going to be dragged off, locked in handcuffs, and in a cellar for the rest of my life. We will take the death penalty off the table, Christopher, if you plead guilty. Tell the defence team that. They go to Chris and say, look, they take the death penalty off the table if you plead guilty. They take the death penalty off the table if you plead guilty. They take the death penalty off the table if you plead guilty. Table if you plead guilty. Table if you plead guilty.